Okay, what's up, everybody? Ave Satanas, hail Satan, hail yourself. And today I am going to be giving you guys pretty much the secret to being successful at meditating. When you talk to somebody and you tell them, do you meditate? Or ask them, do you meditate? You will hear this reply a lot. They will say that can't silence my mind. When I try to silence this body of mine, this temple, my thoughts, my consciousness, I don't have success because I can't silence my mind. And I've been thinking about this for quite some time. And I tell you, I think this is the problem. We live in a world now where our world moved so fast. It's nonstop. Cell phone, uh, radio, uh, internet, social media, the telephone always going off, boss and co-workers, all this stuff. Even in traffic. Even in traffic, you're so hyped up and pissed off from your day, you might be yelling at the next driver next to you because they're not moving too fast, or whatever might be going on with the car beside you. And then you'll even have your radio on. You don't ever spend time in silence. You don't ever get to spend time in it. And then what you do is you try to go, you know what, I'm going to meditate. And you start meditating, and all these thoughts start coming your way because you haven't spent any time in your own thoughts. That when you actually start hearing your own thoughts, this is now a shock to your system. Why is this? If this is you, know that the problem isn't that you can't meditate. The problem is that you are so bombarded and distracted by this environment that we're living in that you don't ever spend time in your own head where your subconscious thoughts can now come to the forward and now you can hear what you're thinking. That's the issue. You need to warm up into going into meditation, or really it's decompress. All those thoughts that come to your head, you need to think about them. That's your body telling you that needs to be addressed. This is something that needs to be thought about because we got to put the pieces together, connect the dots, something. However, people don't do that. Why is that? You need to start taking time for yourself instead of getting in the car. Turn your radio on or putting your phone on. Having Waze up the directions and then putting on YouTube tutorials. Actually, start spending. When's the last time you drove home in the silence? Not talking to anybody. You're the only person in the car. You just spend time in your thoughts. When was that? Probably can't even remember the last time you did that. Why would anybody do that? That's like completely crazy in this world to think about doing. When's the last time you went for a walk and didn't have uh earbuds in your ear? You just walked and paid attention to your surroundings, started thinking. When's the last time you did that? So you want to go into meditation without dealing with all the stuff that you have to deal with. You need to put your ducks in a row. If this is you, try to spend time in your thoughts because ultimately, before your thoughts can be completely quiet, you have to work through them first. And then this can come in just thoughts that you need to think about, tying up loose ends, or it can come in uh, the manifest in a way of shadow work, something that needs to be done on a deeper level. Shadow work and meditation go hand in hand, guys. A lot of us been through a lot of trauma in our lives. Maybe trauma you're holding on to when you were 4 years old. You've brought it with you the last 20, 30, 40 years of your life, maybe longer. And you have not addressed this. You haven't focused on yourself and your inner thoughts and your mental health. Mental health is a big issue, guys. We're not addressing in our lives the the horrible things that happen in our environments. Guys, we always see on social media is this person's on vacation, living the best life that they had. This person over here is they're in a fantastic relationship. You might be single. You know, a lot of you guys aren't even comfortable being single. The longer that I have been single, I've been going on being single for going on 3 years now. And the longer that I am being single, the more time I want to spend being single because I know my worth. And I am not just going to try to fill up a hole that's ultimately inside of me. This is a metaphor, by the way, with somebody else. You got to make sure that you are whole. Your life is together before you can even give the best version of yourself to someone else. Somebody should not be making you ultimately happy. You should be making yourself happy. And then you should be bettering somebody else's life like they are bettering your life. It should be a balance. The other person can't make you happy. You got to make yourself happy and realize that this is what this path is ultimately about. The left hand path is being in control of your world, your environment, controlling every aspect of it from spiritual to financial to whatever mental health, whatever your physical health, you guys ever just how often you guys work out? It's a balance. You have to be 100% or as close as you can to being whole yourself before somebody else can then make your life better. And if their life is not making your life better, or if you're not adding value to their life, then you need to, if you have enough sense in your head, and if you really do care or love this other person, let them go. Think about this. If you are in a relationship and you're not ultimately making their life better, you should, if you truly love them, you should let them go because they deserve the life that you can't give them. Usually people have, well, why would I do that? They're supposed to be making me happy. That's that ego that you are feeding into. No, no, you obviously need to work on you. And maybe things can work out later with that person, but you shouldn't even be worried about that. You should be worried about making yourself as whole as you can possibly be before you even try to go to the second step of somebody else making your life better or you making their life better. If you are a wreck and you can't even have your thoughts in your head come forth and you spend time in your own thoughts, you are not going to add value to somebody else's life. Not the way you should, or as much as you could be. All right. So really think about that, guys. Ave Satanas, hail Satan, hail yourself, and make sure you hit like and subscribe. I want to see those numbers increase on this YouTube site here. All right, everybody. So hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Peace.